Y'all, it actually went super well, and I can't believe I haven't updated you yet. I've seen a few comments that are like, oh, she's quiet, so it must have been really horrible. No, y'all, it was so great. If you're new here and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go ahead and go to this comment, watch the video, and see why I deleted Hinge and how I found the man that I might be going on my last Hinge date with ever. A little bit about this guy. He is older than me, which is great. That is my preference. He is in commercial real estate, so we can go ahead and call him Real Estate because I know we need to give him a nickname. Also, if you're new here, I do not reveal men's names on this app, so we have to come up with a nickname. So the plan for this date was to just go sit at the bar and have a few drinks and get to know this guy. But y'all, it went on for 6 hours. We met at 5:45 and we did not get home to our respective homes until midnight. I have very mixed feelings about a date lasting that long, but the conversation was really great. We were enjoying each other's company, and honestly, the time just flew by. Drinks, of course, turned into having dinner together because we were there for so long. Throughout the dinner rush, we literally saw the place empty, go crazy with all the people, and then clear back out again because we were there for so long. I feel like part of the reasons why this was such an enjoyable date, at least for me, is because he really led the conversation. And often I lead questions. I really drive the conversation because I do it often in my work. I feel like I'm good at it, and I want to make sure that person feels like I'm invested in learning about them. But y'all, he really took the reins, and I think this has a bit to do with what he does for a living, but also his age. I feel like older guys are just dating with a lot of intention. They've been on a lot of dates, they've had a lot of serious relationships, and they just know how to navigate what they're looking for, and they know how to approach someone to get the answers and the understanding of that other person that they need to feel comfortable going on a second date. Something that I found is it is really hard to not talk about my ex and my breakup on these dates, given how it went viral and the fact that these videos are very readily available. Like, I gave this man a heads up that our date would likely be discussed anonymously on TikTok, and of course, in talking about TikTok, I think it's only fair for somebody to go investigate your TikTok and then find the original Amber Alert cheating video. And then, of course, it's going to come up in conversation, it's going to be discussed, and it's just unfortunate that there's kind of no way around talking about your ex on a first date when this is the background. That said, I feel like it's helpful because it opens up the door for me to talk about the fact that I can't handle love bombing. I'm not interested in narcissistic tendencies. I don't want to move all that fast, and I am looking for someone that has very specific values and doesn't have very specific character traits. Honestly, we just discussed a lot of those important life things, what we're looking for out of life, what we're looking for out of a person, how we are dating, what is a non-negotiable, etc. All of the things that are important to know how someone might treat people, how someone might treat animals, how someone might treat conflict, etc. Everything that you would want to start to assess if you were interested in dating that person any farther. That's essentially how we took up the 6 hours, just a lot of healthy, deep, meaningful conversation. And I think it was more meaningful than either one of us thought it would be. I think both of us thought each other might be a little bit superficial going into it, and we were pleasantly surprised. I also really appreciate his work ethic. He travels quite a bit, as do I, for my career, and I feel like we have a lot of lifestyle alignments there in our ambition and our drive and what we want to get out of life. The questions he was asking me about my job and what I do and my goals and where I'm going just made me feel incredibly seen, and I cannot even explain how much I appreciate that. So the kicker is I've actually already seen him again since I told y'all I was going out with him. So we had that 6-hour date on Friday night, and before we left, he was like, when can I see you again? I said I was going to have a girls' night last night, Saturday night, but he asked if we could just grab one drink before I go hang out with the girls, and I went. Normally, y'all, I would say that is moving a bit too fast, and we are seeing each other too often, that soon, but we looked at our calendars, and we are both very busy people with active lifestyles, and we hang out with a lot of friends, and we travel a lot for work, so we just didn't have another good opportunity coming soon, and we wanted to go ahead and schedule something. This man picked a place that is a hop, skip, and jump away from where my girls' night was going to be, which is so sweet. He was just trying to make my life easier. And additionally, he wasn't even going out and having a big night, so he decided to drink mocktails, y'all, on our date. And I just thought that was such a green flag because I am quite used to men that have an inclination to drink too much rather than too little. One drink did end up turning into 2 and dinner, and it was really fun. He even kept checking the time to make sure that I wasn't going to be late to my girls' dinner because he knew that I was having a few cocktails and I was having a great time, and I just felt really taken care of. Before everybody gets grumpy and says, what about Flowers Guy? Y'all, I don't know these men. Like, I do not know them yet. I don't know this new guy. I've been on 2 dates. I don't know Flowers Guy very well either. I don't know about their childhoods. I don't know about their backstories. I don't know about their families. I don't know how they handle day-to-day situations. I don't know what they're like out in the world in all of these scenarios of which you could learn a lot about a person. And that is why you get to know someone really well before you decide how serious you're going to get in that relationship. I will again reinforce how important it is to set expectations with the people that you're going out with, because this man on our first date did say that he was dating with intention, he's older, he ultimately wants kids, etc. The man asked me what my intention was for dating and what my intention was of going on this first date. And I looked this man dead in the face and I said, I do not know yet. I am dating so I can meet incredible people, make an assessment of where I am emotionally coming off of this really bad cheating situation, really rough relationship, and start to assess what feels healthy and see if that emotional availability comes back for the right person. And I just set that expectation. Like, I would love to continue to go out with you. I love your company. We should hang out and get to know each other, really get to know each other before we feel any feelings. And this man was on board, fully on board. At the end of the day, it is really not that hard, y'all. Just be open and honest. I am not always in this place. I'm sure I'm sitting across from guys that are not always in the place where they're dating to get married, etc. And as long as you are clear with that person across from you, then whatever situation you end up in is a situation of your choosing, and there is no one to blame. But reminder of what we're not doing in 2024, we're not love bombing people, we're not lying to people, and we are not future faking with somebody that literally thinks that you are in love with them, that you are special, even though you do not know that person at all. In summary, he's been great so far, but I don't know how I feel about him yet because I do not know him yet. So I will keep you updated with how it goes. I will keep you updated with how it goes being off of Hinge. I'm feeling happy about it so far. And I hope y'all have a beautiful Sunday.